Hello, my name is Dulce Figueroa, and this is my advocating for immigration speech. This is my contents page where I have the information that's provided on my next 5 slides. I have data on migrant deaths, immigrant effects on the U.S. economy, legal versus illegal immigration, and the process in immigration in the U.S. And then number 5 is the top reasons for immigration to the U.S. The U.S. has long been a place where dreams can come to life, a place of new beginnings, a place of community. It is a country built on the promise of freedom, opportunity, peace, and community. The Statue of Liberty is the perfect symbol. It declares, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to be free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door." These words to many are more than just poetry, but a promise, a beacon of hope and acceptance. But nowadays, this beacon is dim. Nowadays, the United States is a country built on hatred towards immigrants. Migrants have always faced an uphill battle in the U.S., but the last few years have been alarming and devastating. 2024 marked the highest number of migrant deaths in U.S. recorded history, the leading cause being drowning in the Mediterranean Sea in an attempt just to reach safe shores. Regardless, each death belongs to a real person with families, hopes, and dreams. This data comes from the Migrant Data Portal. 75% of the migrant deaths occur by drowning. There is also 7% of violent deaths recorded, but many causes of death are underreported. I am not only speaking from knowledge, but from my own experience. I personally come from immigrant parents of mixed status. My father is legal and became a citizen 6 years ago. My mother was not legal and left the country 3 years ago while fixing her status. I myself am a U.S. born citizen and have seen my parents' struggles and challenges firsthand, as well as having had my own experiences. And I can say, firsthand, there is hatred and hostility regardless of status and legality. Today, I would like to advocate for empathy and understanding and overall humanity towards immigrants. In order to build these connections and feelings, we first have to begin with knowledge. It is necessary to learn the stories, faces, and emotions behind the headlines. Oftentimes, migrants are reduced to political pawns, statistics, or simple laborers, when in reality, they are real living human beings. The Migrant Defense Project has a collection of real life immigrant stories from all sorts of backgrounds. One example is Hugo Casacro. He was brought to the U.S. by his parents at age 10, seeking better education and opportunities for their son. Hugo did not learn he was undocumented until he was in high school and trying to get his driver's license. Hugo went on to graduate high school and get married to a U.S. citizen, even have kids. He worked in a restaurant and mentored at risk youth in his spare time. One day, he was detained during a workplace raid and now faces deportation. Hugo's story is not rare. It is one of thousands. The truth is, we never know the fear, the barriers, the heartbreak, or even the circumstances another person faces. My own parents lived through their own different struggles. My father, being a U.S. citizen, was able to access affordable health care, find more stable jobs, and plan for retirement, while my mother worked cleaning houses and nannying. She had dreams of being a nurse and returning to school. Due to her status, it was not possible, although she had the ambition. Throughout my parents' journey, I have learned that their worth is not dependent on their status, their paperwork, or their place of birth. It is their dreams, their drive, and their humanity, as well as their contributions. Speaking of contributions, according to the American Immigration Council website, immigrants contribute trillions of dollars of housing wealth into the economy. They contribute trillions of dollars in taxes each year, and they fill crucial jobs in healthcare, agriculture, construction, and other service industries. According to the Council of Foreign Relations, the website in 2023 stated that 19% of the U.S. workforce was made up of immigrants. In 2022, they were believed to have contributed at least $500 billion in taxes. Lawmakers are trying to push immigrants out and call them lazy freeloaders while they are quietly sustaining the economy that relies on their labor. Research has shown that immigrants, especially undocumented immigrants, face more challenges due to having fewer resources, protection, and opportunities. Media attention is being brought to this issue more and more recently. It is important to rely on the facts as well as emotion. One heartbreakingly realistic example of Life as an Immigrant is the film Under the Same Moon. It captures the desperation, the courage, and the love that help push people to leave behind all they know in search of something better. However, the media and statistics will never be able to fully capture the hardships of life as an immigrant. The missed opportunities, the stereotypes, the fear, the effort for little to no recognition. This is why empathy matters, especially now. We want to do and be better and advocate for those who cannot do so for themselves. We need to see immigrants not as statistics, but as neighbors, classmates, family, and friends. The process of legal immigration in the US is not easy. It takes it can take from a few months to over a decade, and it can cost thousands of dollars. My own mother tried for 10 years. They started the process while my dad was a resident, and when he became a citizen, it was supposed to be easier, but she still had to leave the country for her meeting, and she was denied due to a missing pardon. And she's now been out of the country for 3 years with no sign of it ending until recently. You just have to wait for them to give you a response. You cannot reach out and ask them any questions. So the process is not easy. According to the Pew Research Center, 23% of migrants in the US in 2022 were undocumented. This is just to say that, contrary to the popular belief, not all migrants are here illegally. And here I have the most common reasons for authorized immigration. So these are, again, just reported cases, but many come here. The highest reason is safety. Many people come to America in search of asylum. And the fourth reason the reasons for immigration to the US, work is one of the most common reasons, of course. And then the fourth reason is safety, with 30,000 in 2021, and the asylum denial rate in 2021 was at 61%. So that meaning 61% of the people who were here seeking asylum were denied. All of this to say that, and at the very end, I have my image sources with links to all of the data on my 5 provided sites. That's all. Thank you.